with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Williamson is in the pivot with Ingram playing up at 4. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. A nice shot by George.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
McCollum outside. No good from outside.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
They grabbed their own miss. Embiid, no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Murray, the pass to Ingram. Kicks it out to McCollum. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
And then Jones with the jam.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Here's Maxey. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 14 feet away. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Embiid. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Murray, the pass to Ingram. Now Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G.A., they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Williamson kicks to Murray. Pass to Jones. And here's Ingram from the arc. Drops in the tray.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A nice shot by George.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Here's Ingram. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Martin comes in for George. Martin, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Gordon.
Oh, unselfish play. What you like about Murray, he doesn't get tunnel vision with the ball. He keeps his eyes up and his options open.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got a couple of threes now in the first for Philadelphia.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
It's Martin on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 5. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's McCollum for 3. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Martin finds Lowry. Bangs home the trifecta.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Hawkins is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center position. McCollum lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
Jones checked in for the Pelicans. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, no secret the Pelicans will go as far as their star forwards, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, take them. Guard C.J. McCollum said, I think they've grown a lot. They're seeing how good we've been and how close we are to being great. That's motivation to keep taking the right steps and sacrifice whatever's required to get over that hump. Kevin?
And David, that hump has been pretty big for this team. I'm hopeful they're going to get over it. And thank you for the report. Jacks up a 3. Wow, Embiid from long range.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Pass to McCollum. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Martin.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Launches it. Messi grabs the rebound. Pelicans trail by 11. Jones kicks to McCollum. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Martin with the bucket.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. George is checked in for Caleb Martin. Kelly Oubre comes in for Martin. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Pelicans trail by 12. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Gordon. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Murray with it. Good, nice job down low. Murray's got 6.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
For 3, Oubre. Second shot opportunity. Assertive move by Embiid.
He just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Pass to McCollum. Down low. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And finished off by Williamson.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Here's Maxey. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Murray outside. Pass to Williamson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 76ers leading by 15. And the shot goes in. George has got 4 this quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
For 3, Murray. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 10.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Steps back and fires. And the shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
McCollum against Maxey. Can't connect from short range. Here's Murray. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the 76ers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
We've got George. Maxey out there with Gordon. And there's Embiid, and it's Oubre in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Williamson finds McCollum. Wide open look here for Murray. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA? And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
For 3, Oubre. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Ingram. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
Oh, an aggressive take from Ingram inside, earning the whistle in the process.
Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scores along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. Williamson finds Ingram over George. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Murray outside. Pass to Ingram. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. George with the defensive effort. Gordon kicks to George. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. McCollum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ingram. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Pelicans trailed by 19. And here's McCollum for 3. That shot, no good. Philadelphia's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And that one is good. Embiid's got 21.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Outside, Jones. He's looking for Williamson and finds him.
That's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram has become a foundational player. C.J. McCollum says he wants to be great, and to be great, you have to be able to create. When you're selfless and you're willing to do whatever it takes to win, it becomes contagious. McCollum praised B.I.'s feel, IQ, and commitment to the game. Kevin?
Not as committed as you are, David. Hey, thank you so much for that. Martin's checked in for Philadelphia. Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
From deep, George gets it to go from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are...
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They get the rebound.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Maxey in the corner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Martin against McCollum. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 14 points for Zion Williamson.
As you expect, Zion getting forceful and dominant inside.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. McCollum outside. Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Philadelphia ahead, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for New Orleans right now, the backcourt pair for him, Murray and Jones. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5. And the basket by Jones.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Basket counts.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
The 76ers making a switch here. Gordon's checked in, and it's Lowry penetrating, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, when Lowry puts his head down and starts driving, look out, because he is not going to divert off his path.
Here's Murray. And the Pelicans miss again. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Martin with the bucket.
Nice time from Embiid. The big man showing off his vision there.
Looking to end his cold spell, and Murray finishes it off.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
And it's Martin that time on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And the basket by Gordon.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
No problems knocking that one down.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And getting the shot he wanted. Murray loves it from in close.
Outside, Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Gordon. Embiid against Jones. For the 3. No good. Third miss. 9 for 12 shooting. New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Got a piece of it.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
The offensive rebound. Murray with the defensive effort. And here's New Orleans now. Releases from 15. Jones, no luck. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Buries it from three-point range.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Going for a dunk, Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, you took over offensively. What went into finding that rhythm?
I thought I got the shots that I wanted, and I played into the flow of the offense, and my teammates were fouling me, so I just knocked down some shots.
Well, they were smart to look for you, man, because you had it going on, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and